That must be a queen. Look at them. Hey, good morning. This is day 3 of trying to do some maintenance on these hives. So all I have left to do is 5, 6, and 7. But I also want to get to hive number 2 today and swap some of the full frames for some of the empty ones. If not, I have a feeling she's gonna want to swarm to get some more space for herself and her worker bees. But so far it's been a good morning. Already seen a couple of deer. Seen a small fawn right over there. I mean, she was small. She still had bright little spots on her. You know, her mom must have had her very, very late. But that's the plan. First thing I gotta do is grab some of this mesquite mulch I have set up on the side. We're gonna throw it inside this smoke canister, get it lit, throw the bee suit on, and then we'll get a chance to go check on these ladies. This pile of mulch I'm grabbing is mesquite. I had a guy come out here a few months back with the forestry mulcher. He had it attached to his skid steer, and he came out here and cleared out about 4.5 acres for me. This entire acreage was just really dense with young mesquite trees, and I want him kind of to remove a lot of it, but leave a lot of them in place. I want some of these to mature and age so I could have you know, firewood for barbecue and whatnot. So, but I still have a good amount of piles of this set up everywhere. But I'm probably gonna have him come out here maybe in the next month or two and do another pass with this forestry mulcher. I want some of this stuff broken down even more. Then I want some of this younger stuff that's already growing. I want it back on the ground again. I want to set up a little bit for deer season coming up. You know, I definitely didn't know what I was getting into when I got these hives, but it's good. It keeps me busy, keeps me active, gives me something else to do, something else to appreciate. So I don't mind it at all. It's just a lot of work. It takes away a lot of my my fishing time. I love fishing. Haven't had a chance to do it in a while. I'm hoping the next week or two I could get a break from them, do some fishing. As I'm walking up to the ladies here, I want you all to keep an eye on the ground. Something's off. Did you catch it? No? That's all right. You all get another shot. Did you see it now? Yeah, I missed it too in that moment, but right there, that's my queen, and she's not where she's supposed to be. If the queen's on the ground, she's up to something. Well, these honeybees are all looking good, like except my number 1 down over there. That's my slow group. My number 2 seems to be doing very well still, even though I dropped them on the first day. It looked like they're thriving still. We'll go back in there and see how they're officially doing. Other than that, these other ladies here, they're flying, they're active. Number 3's, or correction, number 5's another busy group. I'm trying to make sure we don't squash them. That's not good. They might be swarming. They are attracted to that spot for some reason. I'm gonna have to check that one. I think they might be starting to swarm. Well, they're gone. I think they're fighting. But they're all around that one. I don't think this is the queen. Maybe it's a young queen? And these ones over here going nuts. I'm keeping this one though. At this point, I decided to continue to clean hive number 5 as I was still unsure about the bee I had trapped. But within a few minutes, my questions were answered if that was the queen or not. And I'm pretty sure that was the queen to my number 1 hive. I'd say what I could hear the hive to the right of me going crazy. You could just hear them buzzing away. Shit. That must be a queen. Look at them. Okay, so update. I reached out to my cousin who's very familiar with honeybees. And as you can tell, that one I caught, it's a queen bee. Either she's a new queen or an old queen, but she's taking half her bees with her. And they are fighting to get to her. So right now, they're coming out with an extra beehive box, and we're gonna try and trap them and see if we could gain another hive box. But we'll see. Might be a good chance because they are following her. And I saw on the base of the first box, it looks like a lot of them were clearing out on the base. I'm gonna have to see what that first box looks like now. I knew she looked a little bit different. She looks small to be a queen. She's probably like I said, either an old queen or a baby queen. But looks like she's taking the rest, or at least half the hive with her. I'm glad we're here in time. We trapped her. She wouldn't disappear. Won't end up in all this wildlife. Hopefully we keep her and gain another hive. Let's put this box away.
Put it in the center or what? I brought that other stuff too, the form.
This works.
So she's putting in the lemongrass.
They're also smelling the honey as well. That might help them. You wanna get this?
Yeah.
Smell that.
Dump.
Look at them. They're going down a little.
Now we just wait. Put the lemongrass away.
There.
Over everything.
They're attracted to it. I'm gonna brush it or?
And the brush spawn is right and set it down. That might help them.
Even the big wasp.
I seen the guy earlier try killing them.
They'll take care of it. They'll ball it up. I've seen them go after wasps. They don't. If it's a strong hive, they'll ball the wasp up.
What's also helping it too is because there's still remnants of a honey in there, so they're eating.
You gotta let them settle. You see how they're all kind of just hovering?
Mm-hmm.
They're attracted. So now we just wait.
Yeah, they were, from the time I moved them from over there to like right here, within 5 minutes, there was just like a big ball all around her again. Yeah, I think they came from my number 1 hive, but that hive is virtually empty still. Like they haven't been working hard.
One of them got me. Right there. I felt it a little. There's always one. But now we just wait. I don't know. How long did it take them to ball up on the top?
Within like 5 minutes.
Okay. So give them time. Now we could release her.
I'd probably wait a little more.
Yeah, I let them.
The ones that are hovering. But I mean,
That's a good amount of bees. Okay. All right.
I can do this.
Make sure we're all square. There's no gaps. Okay. We're good.
we got an inch entrance, like ours has an entrance as well.
On top and the bottom.
So I can put this on without crunching these along these parts particularly. And by the way, we put cinnamon on the inside because ants don't like it.
With like a paste or like a liquid?
No, just the powder.
Oh.
But don't put so much that it covers bees. Bees don't like cinnamon either, by the way. See how her pheromones are still in here?
Because they still think she's there.
Which, by the way, I've been told that you can't reuse queen clips because once a queen's pheromones are in there, it's in there.
Not even you like wash it or?
I don't know if you can wash it. I haven't.
I want to YouTube it.
But, yeah, definitely YouTube because.
This dude's back again.
Yeah, he ain't getting nowhere. There's too many bees. They're too strong. Everything likes honey. So.
Yeah, he's trying to get one of my frames earlier.
You can just set this here if you want. And they'll smell that. And
Yeah.
oh, that's go inside right there. And now you wait.
Usually there's a lot still right there.
Yeah, they'll find their way. They're either gonna go in here or they're gonna go in there. It takes a while for bees to work their shit out. You know?
So I'm thinking that's where they were coming from. So here's the update for y'all. I tried doing this by my truck, but the worker bees wouldn't let me, so I figured I'd come back to my RV and give it to y'all here. So I made the phone call to my cousin and his wife, Jennifer. They're very familiar with honeybees. They've raised them for the last 5 or 10 years, so they're very knowledgeable. I told them what was going on, and they believed that my queen was swarming. You know, I already told her that I had her trapped in a clip, and so they rushed over with a honeybee box to set up for a new hive. And so we got the queen, put her in a new hive. We also added some lemongrass oil on top of the frames, as that's supposed to attract the worker bees, and we grabbed as many worker bees as we could and we tried to put them on top of the frame. Now we added some sugar water to their new frame and we closed the lid. Now within a few minutes of doing that, Jennifer identified the queen now on the ground. You know, she must have got out through the base hole, and so she safely grabbed her, picked her up, put her back in the frame, and closed the lid. Now during the 5 or 10 minutes or so, we're working with the frame and the hive and the sugar water being exposed. It sent all my other hives into a frenzy. Now I hadn't been giving sugar water to my beehives for the last month or so. Now my reasoning for that was because I wanted to keep a balance between food storage and room for the queen to lay her eggs. I don't want to have so much sugar water in there that the worker bees are just storing all the food and there's no room for the queen to lay her eggs, and now she feels like she has to swarm. So because I hadn't been giving them water or sugar water, when they, I guess, got that scent or the smell of sugar water, it sent all my hives into a frenzy, and they all came pouring out. And because of that, my cousin and his wife believed, okay, now they're starting to steal from hive number 8. And so we had to seal it completely and let them calm down for a little bit. We walked out of there for a while, went back a couple hours later, and let things kind of settle down. Now they told me, don't be opening up your other boxes, as it might send your hives into start robbing from each other. And so that's where I stopped for today, which was still on number 5. I still have number 6 and 7 to do, and I'll probably get to them tomorrow. Now tomorrow is also a very important day, as I have to submit my appeal for my ag exemption for honeybees. Now this has been an ongoing process for the last, a few months, since April. So it's something I've been working on for a while. But I'll talk about that in a later video. Until then, as you guys can see, this is not always easy. So we're out here doing work. Enjoy the rest of your day.